Hey, everybody, welcome back. That was a little teaser of our Now Honors coming up. Last year, we did it virtually. This year, we're doing it in person, live in Las Vegas, October 14th and 15th. We're honoring 15 women from around the world. A few of them you're going to see come through today. So we'll acknowledge them today as some of the honorees that are coming up for international for the Now Honors in October 14th and 15th. And around the Now Honors, we are doing our first ever The Power of Pink Summit for 2 days during the day on the 14th and 15th of October. So I hope you guys can hang out, enjoy, come to Vegas, hang out with us, because that is a live in-person event. And we are pulling out all the stops for that one. But for right now, we got to get back to the show because it's almost 9:45, and that means that Marci is here. And I'm sure she's going to talk to me about fitness and life. Hey, Marci, what's happening?
I am doing awesome. How are you, Tigo?
I'm okay. I'm just getting started. It's a marathon. It's like, what do they say? It's not the race. You know, it's like I'm not sprinting, I'm running.
I hope you have your water next to you because I know what it feels
I
like.
Do, Coach.
Yes.
I do, Coach.
Awesome.
I do, Coach. Hey, Marci, how are you? What's going on with you? How's your day going?
I am doing fantastic. You know, a lot of people have been asking me how I've been doing lately because all of last year I was filming a reality TV show called Ace in the Hole, and it was not for the faint of heart. And I was shoving 3 years of business growth into 6 months. And man, I'm just so glad that it's over. I'm so glad that I can breathe a little bit and really just like bathe in all of the progress that I made. So you can see I have my book. My book came out, The Accountability Code, Wake Up and Show Up. And now I'm just, having fun spreading the word. And my book launch party is tomorrow. So that's what I'm doing. Just getting ready for that, putting all the logistics together. And
okay, wait. So you just threw me off because grab that book again. I heard it clunk. Books don't clunk anymore. Is that a hardcover?
It is.
Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
I wrote a book and they're like, oh, you co-authored how many people? And I was like, no, this is mine. Like, this is my 5th baby. So not my 5th book. I have 4 children, but this took 40 weeks. So this is my 5th baby. So yeah, I'm super proud of it. And a lot of blood, sweat, and tears and swear words went into, well, not into the book, but the process.
I was going to say, if there's swear words in it, I'm reading it.
Yeah, no, sorry, there's no swear words in it.
So what's the title of the book again? Let's give it to him one more time.
The Accountability Code, Wake Up and Show Up.
And what does that mean?
So my job as a life and fitness coach is to help you connect your mind and your body so that your body never holds you back from living your true purpose. Because we all have dreams, we all have things we want to do, but what do we say? I'm tired, I don't have time. Excuses come, and really you can't ignore the fact that your body is your vehicle for taking you through this life. So my favorite quote is, true happiness comes only when our spirits learn to control our bodies, training them to be governed by the laws of God. So ultimately, you have to be in a place where you can listen. You can listen, and then your body can act. So Wake Up and Show Up is all about not just participating in your life, but creating the life that brings you to who you want to be, and love it every single day, because you can't escape yourself.
So let's talk about that. It's International Women's Day. There are women from all over the world of all ages, all fitness levels, all dreams and hopes and fears across the spectrum that are watching this right now. And they're going, okay, accountability, I get that, but I don't know how to get out of my own way. I don't know how to get started, Marci. How do I get started?
Yeah, so the very first thing I teach you is how to pay attention to the messages that matter. So I was in a business meeting last week and somebody said, you wrote a book on accountability. Like, you have to be on top of your game, like, all the time. Like, how does that feel? And I'm like, we all are being accountable, whether we like it or not. Our body knows what we're doing. Our business knows what we're doing. Our family knows what we're doing, even if we're not ready to admit it. So the accountability code is a 6-step process that helps you really recognize which messages to pay attention to, because when you're aligned, the messages that you need to act on become easy and clear. So in the fitness world, you have people telling you, oh, you need to do this, you need to eat this way, you need to do this. And it's like, what if I don't want to do that? what if I hate doing that? So the key is finding what to be accountable to, and then you'll find that it becomes very easy and simple when the action steps are right. So my job is to help you break down your goals into actionable steps that are customized 100% for you, because not everybody's the same. Like things that you care about are going to be way different than things that I care about. And no way do I want to be held accountable for anybody else's standards.
So you're a life and fitness coach, correct?
Yep.
What comes first? Day-to-day life, fitness.
I think that's a good question. Nobody's ever asked me that. So
hey, all right.
I think life has to come first, because it doesn't matter what you look like if you hate yourself. Like you have to be so in love with yourself in order to take the right action steps physically. However, the 4 basics of health are sleep, self-care, water intake, and movement. So if you are trying to cheat those basics of health, your life is going to take a downward turn. And so my job is to help you say, hey, what are you most motivated to work on? Movement, mindset, or nutrition? Okay, let's start there. If you're motivated to work on something, that's the very best thing you should do next.
I love that. Now, somebody is sitting at home and they said, wait a minute, did she say she had 4 children?
Yeah.
Okay. How do you find time for everything that you're doing and you've got 4 children?
So there's a secret sauce, and it is an amazing partner. And every time I hear International Women's Day, I just laugh, because my husband's name is Aubrey, and he got mail for International Women's Day because, he's got a girl name. And I just, when it comes to everything I do, like I just have such a solid support system that enables me to go and do what I want to do. And so there's a way to create a support system, though, when it comes to accountability, because I have been nicknamed your loving kick in the pants. And I would be 100% lying if I told you I did all this on my own. Like, there is absolutely no way any of us becomes amazing and great without the help and inspiration and a leg up from other people. So I have a lot of good people in my life who just really supported my journey. And yeah, I have 4 daughters, and I may or may not be confused for the older sister, which I'm not going to complain about.
No, I believe you're confused for the older sister. Now, for somebody else that is sitting there, that they have 2 or 3, maybe 1, maybe 5 children, and they go, I just don't have time. I don't understand this. You want me to walk where? How do they get started with their fitness journey? What do they do to get started? Because they feel like they're overwhelmed with life already. So how do they get started with their fitness journey?
Yeah, I feel like I lucked out because my business is called Fun and Sustainable Fitness. So if you think that I'm the kind of person that's going to demand you count your calories and you eat perfectly and you exercise 5 days a week in the gym, you can throw all that away, because really, in order to be accountable, you have to be able to follow through. And like I said, on the right expectations. So if your expectation is given to you by somebody else, you're bound to fail. But if I sit down with you and say, okay, you're a young mom, busy stage of life, run a business, whatever it may be, let's talk about what's doable. Because guess what, Tigo? Everybody does things they know they're not supposed to. And everybody fails to do things they know they're supposed to. So my job is to say, what are those messages that you're getting? Body telling your brain? What is your brain telling your body? And how can we break that down so that it's easy for you to just take the next step? That's all it is. Like, I didn't get to be where I am by, doing this in one day. It takes very, very fun and sustainable movements. And sustainable meaning you can do this for a long time. We don't want to burn you out. We don't want to make you go crazy. And fun means it has to be enjoyable, because if it's not enjoyable, you won't repeat it. Your brain is wired for 3 things: to avoid pain, to feel pleasure, and conserve energy. So in my grand scheme of accountability, I'm working with what's natural for you. And that's why it's fun, because my clients are like, I didn't know it could be this easy. And that's the fun part about it, because life is meant to be enjoyed. And when you do it on your terms with the basics of health, like, you're going to love it and you're going to want to do it every single day. So, and for the record, I do eat donuts. People think that, you have to have them. Like, no, I always have to get that out there because people think that, people who have it all together live this very restricted life. And it's like, no, what are your rules of health? Follow those. Like,
I
you're
love
smart.
it.
Everybody is
She
smart.
says, I do eat donuts.
Thank you. I should celebrate International Women's Day by having a donut today.
Now, I think you said you have 4 daughters.
Yeah.
Do you work out together? Do you spend that kind of time, or is fitness your fitness time, your workout time, mommy time? Go do something. I'm going to go do this for 20 minutes.
It's a mix of both. So I do have my own coach. I do go to the gym. I hit my gym and I love that. But I also have an aerial silks rig in my front room. I sacrificed my office upstairs, and aerial silks is the circus stuff.
I know exactly what it is. It's like, of course you do.
As much, so a good coach can make you do stuff, but a great leader is going to be somebody who teaches you how to do it on your own terms. So I have a good mix. There's times where I'm like, kids, leave me alone. I'm going to the gym. You can get your own hair done for school. And then other times I'm like, let's go, let's turn some music, let's blast it, and let's go hang. Let's go do the aerial silks. And so I thought I was going to be a soccer mom. I played soccer for years, and I put all my kids in soccer, and they're the ones doing flips and handstands, and the ball's rolling in the goal behind them. And I'm like, okay, they all got to find their own path, and I can just create opportunities to help them find what they like to do.
Now, when we started this interview, the first thing you asked me about was water. And yes, it's here, and a lot of people go, oh, I can't stand water. I just can't do it, blah, blah, blah. What's the importance of water, really? I mean, there's water in coffee. We could just do that, right?
It depends. But water really is the ability to have things move through your body. Like, water is important for your digestion. It's important for your brain function. It's important for your ability to make good nutritional choices. So I do have a lot of clients who are like, no, I hate water. And there's always ways that you can adapt. And like I said, this loving kick in the pants is going to ask you, what are you doing that you probably know you should stop? And what are you not doing that you probably know you should start? Because if somebody is drinking soda all day long or 6 cups of coffee, I'm not going to force them to give up what they like and say, here's what you need to do cold turkey. Because again, that's not sustainable. So that's probably my favorite part about what I do is customizing every single person's program. And that's why every single one of my programs comes with accountability. And it's not accountability to my rules. It's accountability to the basics of health and what you want to accomplish in life. So that's why I find myself working with high-level business owners because, they're very successful in their business, but as a result, kind of their health is going on the back burner. So customizing it is super fun. And that's why a lot of my answers are like, it depends. Like, it depends.
She said it depends. You got to reach out. Now, is it more important to start fitness and working out first, or is it more important to start, just getting the water down, eating properly, or should you be doing both at the same time?
So when it comes to the 4 basics, again, all of my clients have these ingrained in their heads: sleep, self-care, water intake, movement. Now, if you think about those 4 things, how many of you guys master those every day? No, not me. Like, those can be really tough habits because of the standard American diet, the workload that we have, just the way society works. Even going through COVID, like, none of those things were preached in order to make us healthier. So when it comes to, okay, what should I do? I would say go on those 4 basics and see how you're doing. Sleep, you should get 7 to 8 hours a night. Consistency is more important than quantity, excuse me. Water intake, you should have at least 64 ounces a day, or half your body weight in ounces. Self-care should be the difference between development and distraction. So if it's growing you as a person, count it. If it's distracting you from your life, that doesn't work. And then the last one is movement. And really, your body is made to move. And when you move, you put things into motion and you put yourself in new opportunities to learn what's next for me in my life. So it doesn't have to be, let's go our meal plan, let's go put our workout routine together. It's really like, when and how often do you put yourself in a state of self-reflection to say, Marci's pretty smart. What is Marci telling Marci to do? And I'm going to do the same thing. Tigo's pretty smart. What are the things that Tigo
I have my moments
telling Tigo to do? And why does Tigo need to listen to Tigo? because that's really, we're so blessed with a spirit that provides those messages to us. And the more often we can listen, we can forget about all the other crap that we should do.
You're amazing. I want to thank you so much for being here with me today. Hey, everybody, before we go and let Marci out of the hot seat, you guys know what to do. Go to tigodirect.com. Make sure you type in Marci. Her profile is there. Her contact information is there. You can find her book information there and send her a little message. She'll get it. It'll come to her inbox. No, I'm not giving you her direct email. That's not happening. That's for her. And on the other side, how do they go directly to find your book, Marci?
Yeah, if they go to marci360.com. So just like you see on the screen, marci360.com. That not only has information about my book, but also my free quizzes on my website, my intro programs, one-on-one coaching retreats. But ultimately, I want everybody to know, if you reach out to me, I'm going to be there for you. I will check my messages. So
awesome.
I love more than anything just to get a customized approach, because everybody's different, and that fills my bucket. So I love that.
That's amazing. Yeah, you guys just go to tigodirect.com. If you didn't get that website, type in Marci, Marci. She'll come up. Reach out to her. No, there's not a fee before you fill up my inbox asking me about a fee. There isn't one. Just this is our way to make sure you guys can connect to everybody who's ever been on our show, especially International Women's Day. So, Marci, I thank you so much for hanging out with us and sharing. I'll keep the water flowing. And you are fantastic.
Tigo, I appreciate you. And I love your energy. The first time I saw you on stage at Secret Knock, I was like, this girl, like, she is up and ready. And I thank you for your energy, because this is something that's going to carry me throughout the week. And I appreciate that.
Thank you very much. You are the best. You got to come back, hang out with us. And, you know I need to move more. So we'll talk about that later. Shh. Thanks, Marci.
Cool. See you guys. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.